What's going on, guys? Jared back with another video. Today, guys, this is the episode 1 of the deck giveaway series. So definitely appreciate your guys' love and support. How this series is going to work, twice a month I will be giving away 2 decks at random. Sometimes we'll get like some community posts and feedback and stuff like that, and some of them will be community driven. Some of the other ones I'll pick, like in this case, will just be completely random. As far as the giveaway, each video will have different requirements for me to give away the said deck. I'll go over the requirements for basically how to win this deck that I'm going to be doing the deck profile on today later on in the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and I will go through how you'll basically be able to win this deck later on. With that being said, let's make sure we go and dive in, guys. With that being said, today's my birthday, guys, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly would appreciate it. See if we can get to 1,200 subscribers by the end of the day. That really would mean the world to me. So I appreciate your guys' love and support. With that being said, guys, also, before I forget, you guys can get 10% off on my website from now to the to next Saturday. So not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So make sure you consider checking that out. If you're looking for any pre-orders and or cards or card sleeves, anything like that, definitely consider checking that out. All right, so guys, so we're going through just the standard package, right? We won't spend a lot of time on this because I go through it in every all the videos we've done this week. Right, so Acro gives you the 300 extra defense for all the cards in defense. Balone for piercing damage, help with OTKs. Astro for multi-attack. Richard, right, for the pull one of your Scareclaw spell or trap cards from deck to hand, plus draw one if there's 3 cards total in defense. You want to run, make sure you run 3 of each, same as the previous profiles we've done in previous videos, right? So you can max out, because they're near summons and it's easy to go straight into try hard for a game. We're running still the alphas in this version as well, guys. Still really good. I love running an alpha, like I mentioned in previous videos. Great for distractions and balancing cards. I don't even care if he resolves majority of the time, but so many people care about him resolving because it disrupts their board. They negate him. So that's really what you want him for. He's a good card. Plus he adds some attack power to the deck, right? Because none of our monsters really have any attack. And yet again, we want to try and get to try hard as easy and as soon as possible. So we're definitely running the Parallel at Exceed package in this version, just to go along with that, to help with that consistency. We are running the standard 1 Kaiju, so we can get rid of stuff like that. Running the Win one, because of course we hate Floanderies. That's still kind of a little bit of a weakness for this deck. Not really. Once you get Tryhard out, you're good. Then it's game. They don't really have anything to stop Tryhard in that deck, so you're pretty much golden after that. Alright, so the next, with the reveal, what the version where they're doing, because the mystery version, I'll probably put that as a title or something, is going to be the Kshatri-La engine, guys. So once they come out, basically, we'll go through and do it. So how I'm doing this is I'm playing 3 Unicorn. Unicorn, guys, is the one that lets you go through, and if you have no monsters on your side of the field, you can special summon, same as all the other Kshatri-La cards that we'll look at here in the moment. Special summon, make sure you always special summon them in defense. Activate his effect. You'll pull the spell card as well, which is Breath. You'll pull basically a normal summon a Kshatri-La without tributing, like for turn. You also can special summon one of your Kshatri-La from the graveyard or your banish zone. So you're going to use your Unicorn always to pull him. So it's a great way to go through, and what I do is I'll use his effect, add this, activate it, so that way if they play any like droplets or chalice or whatever the world it may be, right, so we can go through and trigger it. If they have more than 3 cards in graveyard, with this going second, more than likely they do. So you're going to banish 3 of their spell and trap cards, monster spell or traps from their graveyard, banish them face down. And if they use like a monster card effect, right, we can go through and trigger Unicorn to get rid of one of their monster cards from their extra deck, banish face down as well. So that's that part of that package. I'm also playing 3 Fenrir, and we are playing the 1 Ogre. So the Fenrir, if you guys aren't familiar, I'll put pictures so you guys can see them. My printer messed up. I was going to print all of them out, but my printer broke and it was too much. I tried to fix it, but that's another story. Basically, the Fenrir is the one that is basically the one that's the reinforcement of the army of them. He lets you pull one of your Kshatri-La monsters from your deck to your hand. Also, if your opponent uses a monster card effect, you can go ahead and use his effect to banish 1 card face down, or when they attack, same for all of them. If they attack, you can banish one of his, in this case, you can banish 1 face down for his ability. And then for the Ogre, right, the Ogre lets you pull the trap. I'm not playing the trap. I've tried playing it with the trap. The trap was ended up being too much of a dead weight with the card. So the later on build we'll definitely use the trap card, but for right now the trap card doesn't make sense, so just kind of keep that in mind. So that's our Kshatri-La portion, guys. So next we'll go into spells. So we have our 3 field spell, right? It's another basically reinforcement army for the deck. Plus if they have, there's 3 total cards on the field, you can pop one. I love using this to get rid of their back row cards. This is usually what I use it for, or maybe like if they have IP or something like that, or to bait out a negate, or get rid of, Mystic Mine or something. That's what you're really using that for, is the pop. Then here, right, so then you've got your other Scareclaw spells as well, right? We played 3 Arrival because we want to make sure we're able to spam the board and we have cards to protect Tryhard. And then also we have the Straddle, and then the new card as well, the Decline Scareclaw. So this is the one you basically target your field spell, whether you control it still on your field, or if it's in your graveyard, you can return it to your hand. And then if you haven't played it for turn, guys, like if you already returned it, you can just replay it and add another one from deck to hand, which is really insane. If you happen to have a Vista Starfrost as well, you can basically force all your opponent's cards face down if they happen to have one as well. Well, one card, excuse me, not all, but you can change one monster card. So they have like a window or something or whatever that's troublesome, or a negate you need to bait out, you can put it face down. If you happen to have 3 more cards in defense, you can put one of your Scareclaw monsters back in your graveyard back to your hand. So it's very helpful with that as well. So use it for that portion as well. The next, we're basically kind of playing essentially 3 reinforcement of the armies for the deck. Almost essentially, we're playing actual reinforcement of the army. Sarcophagus, right? So you can pull one of your shots, banish one of your Kshatri-La cards, and if you get the Breath spell card, you can just activate it and bring it back, remove from play, and instantly go and use its effect. So basically, it's a reinforcement army for Kshatri-La, and you can use it for anything else. I've used it to pull Talons, Duster, Lightning Storm, whatever I need. So it's not just for the Kshatri-La cards; it could be for anything, but primarily it's for the Kshatri-La combo. And then reinforcement right's a good way to spam the field, because they're going to guess probably 3, and then you've got all these other different levels in here that they're going to hit. So it's very easy for that to resolve in this deck because you're throwing them off so much. So next we have our board breaking cards, which is our Dark Ruler guys. So those are going to be there. And then after the Dark Rulers, we got the last portion, some more board breaking stuff. We got our Duster because we have back row, and another Lightning Storm for back row, or monsters, but primarily probably going to be used for back row, depending on what they have. And then we still have our 2 standard Talons guys. So this deck build, I was able to get it down. Originally was 50 cards, but I've gotten it down because I didn't want to run as many. I've been trying to get some of the spells down, but that's about as best I could see getting it down without taking out more spells to hurt the deck. The only thing that I may would take out is the Decline, but for the format, once these come out in Darkwing Blast, you're really going to need it. So for now, you're going to need it. Later on, once we get to Photon, we may be able to take it out. But for right now, we'll leave it in until we get to, we get to February next year. Alright, so basically, at this point, guys, what we're going to do, I'm going to reveal how basically you can go through and win the deck before we go in through the extra deck, which I'm playing a little bit different stuff. Not most of it's kind of the same, but a few different cards in here. So basically, to win the deck, what you guys we need to do is we need to get 5,000 views on the video, at least 500 likes, and at least 100 comments on the video. So once the video hits that, I will do another video announcing the giveaway winner, and go through and we'll do a whole separate video basically for the giveaway, that I'll do that as well. So once we hit those requirements, guys, yet again, it's 5,000 views, 500 likes, and 100 comments. With that being said, let's go ahead and finish up the profile. So we've got 2 of the Light Heart guys, right? You're just using him to pull the field spell. You only need 2, don't play 3. 3 is a waste of your time. You only need the 2. Try hard, right? You have to run 3. I've went over, way too, more than enough to explain why you need 3. If you don't know, watch my previous deck profiles. I go over it like literally in every video. You need 3, right? It's the main card of the deck. The whole deck is built on playing him and going for OTK for game. So we're playing the Armorage and we're playing Link Spider. Link Spider in case you get nibbed, so as an extender, so that way you can just get rid of the token. And then if you can spam the board 2 more times, right? Then you can just go ahead and go for back into another Tryhard, which is yet again another reason why you need to play 3. Next we're playing a lot of level 2s, guys, to mix it up. I recently changed some of these up here this week from the build that I was using to make this winning more consistent. So we're using the Brutal Enforcer. He's really good to help with just kind of generic plays where maybe you can't go into IP because based on what you have on the board, and maybe you don't want to go into Blossom, maybe you want to conserve the Blossom for later or something. So he's really good. Plus he gets rid of, he can get, helps kind of negate things and kind of get rid of some things that could be bothering you. IP to help protect Tryhard, Blossom for extender plays, Phoenix to get rid of back row. And for the last link, right, we got Underworld Goddess to continue breaking their boards. And for the Exceed guys, some of these could be, change up. I've kind of been on the fence of maybe taking... definitely number 75 has to stay. He's a must in the deck. But I'm debating on taking maybe one or both of them out, just because it is hard to go into the level 4s, to be honest. Because, right, the only level 4 you have is the Tri-Heart. So it is kind of hard to go into them consistently, obviously. So that's the only thing maybe I would debate, or potentially you could take out of the deck. I've been kind of going back and forth. Sometimes I have been able to resolve them. When I do, it's crazy. So that's why I've left it in there so far. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Let me know, guys, what you guys thought of episode 1 of the deck giveaway series. I'll put everything down below in the comments as well. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you in the next video.